UFC 300, a fight card that opened with two former UFC champions competing in the cutting jerker and ended with two title fights and one symbolic title fight. Deliver all that it promised and more. I'm your boy St. Leo, and today we are diving deep into the UFC 300. Please like, subscribe and share. Even leave your comment at the end of this video so we can have discussion. Thank you. On the early prelims, Bobby Green and Jim Miller delivered a bloody battle between two veteran competitors who had combined for more than 100 professional MMA contests. On the prelims, former PFL champion Kayla Harrison delivered a statement-making win in the UFC debut against former UFC champion Holly Holmes. Then on the main card, Monica remained unbeaten. Sarian continued his climb up the lightweight ranking. Holloway delivered a legendary defined performance in capturing the BMF title. Jing retained her UFC strawweight belt in the co-main event, and Pereira retained his UFC light heavyweight crown with a knockout in the UFC 300 main event. In short, UFC 300 was a memorable night full of excitement and action. UFC 300 took place on Saturday, April 13 at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The main card streamed on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, following prelims on ESPN and early prelims on ESPN Plus. Let's take a look at the winners in the UFC 300. UFC light heavyweight champion Pereira showed that his power is on another level, finishing former champ Jamahal Hill 3 minutes 14 seconds in the first round of the main event of the UFC 300. With the win, Pereira defended the title he won in November 2023 with a TKO over Jiri Posas. In his 3 UFC fight at the light heavyweight, Pereira has defended 3 former UFC 205 pounds title holders. In the first UFC championship between two Chinese fighters, Jiang Weilin and Yang Zhonan engaged in a memorable matchup, showing that the champion was a better overall fighter than the challenger. Zhonan did a good job with her striking, especially when it comes to her counter, but it was Weilin's grappling skills that made the difference in the fight. Weilin retained her title in the evening co-main event, scoring a 49-45 in 3 decision win. Holloway moved up to lightweight for UFC 300 and delivered what might have been the most memorable performance of his Hall of Fame career, capturing the symbolic BMF title by face-planting Justin Gaethje with 1 second left in their 5-round war. Holloway's boxing skills were too much for Gaethje. He controlled the pace and range of the fight while eating every heavy leg kick that Gaethje threw his way. There was also the spinning back kick that seems to break Gaethje's nose in the final second of the first round. Holloway's performance would have been noteworthy even without the last second knockout that he delivered a stoppage at the time. In that way, put Holloway's UFC 300 performance into the legendary status. Justin Gaethje had a good 4 minutes 59 seconds of the first round, landing some heavy low kick, but the tide of the fight changed after Holloway landed a spinning kick to Gaethje's nose at the end of the first round. Gaethje struggled to find his punching range in the next 2 rounds, but he found opening in the 4th stanza. Gaethje shows toughness and heart, but Holloway's boxing skills were just too much for him during the 5-round war. Sarian had never faced a submission attempt in a member of the UFC roster before Saturday night. He got that out of the way early in the first round of the UFC 300 bout against Oliva, with Sarian walking through a deep choke and then reversing the former UFC lightweight title holder. What really stood out about Sarian's approach was his calmness in the face of anger. Despite Oliveira's active guard, Sarian never let frustration get the better of him. Instead, he patiently waited for opening to land slicing elbow late in the round, cutting the former champ. Sarian did a great job of controlling things on the feet throughout the fight while battling through 4 submission attempts. In the end, the matchup between the two elite lightweight was a very close one, but Sarian got the split decision nod. The win could launch the up-and-coming 155-pounder, who is on a 4-fight winning streak, into a rematch with current UFC lightweight champ Islam Makhachev. The two fought in 2019 in Sarian's UFC debut. Makhachev won the fight via unanimous decision. Former UFC lightweight champion Oliva came very close to finishing Sarian in the early moment of the first round, but after that, Sarian dominated most of the fight except for the final 30 seconds when he locked on another choke. Oliva lost the fight by a close split decision, but the setback won't cause the ex-champ to fall too far in the ranking, as he put a fantastic performance and never give up, as evidenced by the late choke attempt at the end of the third stanza. The three-time NCAA wrestling champion put an excessive amount of pressure on himself, which can be both good and bad.
He's in deep. He's in deep. Just stay patient there. There's the follow horn. Right here you see Charles.
Bonica was unhappy with his performance against Cody Brundage, a second-round submission win. Nickel does not have much MMA experience. He moved to 6-0 after UFC 300, but he deserved the attention he is getting, and he's only going to get better with time. Despite taking a lot of damage to his legs in the opening round of his light heavyweight matchup opposite Alexander Rakic, Prochaska controlled where the fight took place during most of the first round. He had no respect for Rakic's striking, and that disdain paid off in the second round as he got Rakic to engage in a striking battle that Rakic was unprepared for, leading to Prochaska finishing the bout via strikes. I'm not sure how well Prochaska's no defense approach will work against harder hitting strikers, but it worked well for him at UFC 300. Aljamain Sterling moved up to featherweight and dominated the number 8 ranked Calvin Carter, picking up 8 takedowns and 10 minutes 43 seconds of control time. However, he did not do a lot of damage or pick up a submission attempt over the course of the fight. If Stylin had hoped to move up and earn a quick title shot, it's not likely to happen after UFC 300. With that being said, Stylin did what Stylin does in his UFC featherweight debut, using his ground game to pick up a win. Renato Moicano didn't do much in his ground control during the first round of his bout opposite Tona. However, that changed in the second stanza when he used a takedown to end the fight with ground strikes. With the win, Moicano has the first 3-fight winning streak of his UFC career since he opened his run with the promotion 3-0 between 2014 and 2017. The UFC matchmaker put together a stake card on paper. The fighters then did their part on Saturday in delivering a fantastic night of fights. The graphic, the old intro, Face the Pain, the throwback video that the production team produced for the event all made UFC 300 something special. The UFC production team stepped it up for this event, and the effort did not go unappreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave your comment below. Click the notification bell for more updates. I'm your boy Saint Leo. See you in the next video.